Welcome to the Sunset Archon channel, where we aspire to game from night to first light. And today, we are finally playing the full version of Kirby Air Riders. And there's actually a lot to unpack there without even starting up the game. I learned quite a bit about it just setting it up. So, one, for those of you who are still on the fence about purchasing it, just know that it is possible to just start it up right out of the box. No updates required, no firmware updates, no patch required. As long as you have Switch to firmware version 20.5.0 or later. Then you'll have no problem running it right off the game card. And on the game card is version 1.0.0. Now, that said, a software update is required if you wanted to do anything like local communications and also online play. But if you're just looking for a solo experience, then you can jump right in without having to worry about the process of downloading or having a stable internet connection. I actually wrote all this down, so I actually remembered everything that I wanted to go over. So yeah, we have version 1.0.0 game card, and as I said, I did download the patch for this because I actually did the global test ride. I got it all out of my system playing version 1.0.0 of this game and 1.0.1 the second week of the global playtest. Now, here's the real kicker. If you do plan to download the day one patch to enable online play, you will have to update the Switch 2's firmware to version 21.0.0. Because while the base game on the card is playable with 20.5.0, the patch that you download requires 21.0.0 to install. Now you're probably wondering why this is an issue. Well, because the primary problem with firmware 21.0.0, and I say that, but there's always some problem with each of these firmware updates, especially with the major ones. The update has had numerous reports of it breaking third-party docks, breaking the communication between the Switch 2 and third-party docks. Now, Nintendo says this is not their intention, but that doesn't change the fact that it's quite literally cascaded across most of the community that actually has the Switch 2. Myself included. I do not use a third-party dock. I use the dock that this thing came with, and it still had issues. When I updated and then it restarted, it just wasn't communicating with the dock properly. So I took it out, put it back in. Screen went dark, but nothing came up on the screen. So I took it out again, lit up again. That part was normal, and I had to hold the power button so I could get the power options. And honestly, there should be a menu. There should be a menu to get to this menu, even if it's just nestled in settings, so I can actually go through everything to restart like that rather than having to hold the power button to get to the menu. There should be multiple ways to reach the option to restart a system. Anyway, I managed to restart it. Once it turned on, back in my hands, I put it into the dock, and now it works. So that is one solution that works for the official Switch 2 dock. However, I have no concrete advice for the third-party docks. Allegedly, the manufacturers of the third-party docks are creating software updates to fix this. But for a console that the prime selling point was that it was a hybrid, both handheld and a table console, or a docked console, you should actually check to make sure that the process of updating to that firmware doesn't break the core selling point. I just find that incredibly amusing overall. Amusing and ironic. Now, you know what isn't amusing? When half the internet just craps out on you. You want to know what's even less amusing than that? Having it happen for the third or so time this year. And that's exactly what happened Tuesday. Apparently after maintenance, after some form of maintenance, Cloudflare basically had global server issues. You would just keep getting error 500 messages whenever you go to any website that was actually hosted by Cloudflare. And apparently it was something in all of the in their bot detection code. You know, those challenge screens you see when you visit a website. It says, oh, we need to check that you're not a robot. We need to check that you're not an automated system. All that nonsense. Apparently something went wrong in that, and it literally propagated across everything hosted by that. And I am not looking forward to all this AI advancement nonsense. The more we go into it, the more likely something is going to break. Because while we can actually, with enough time, we can detect or actually see what is wrong with the current implementation that we might push, and what we need to do to make the integration smooth, while AI just doesn't have that level of observation or foresight, for that matter. It just creates it and pushes it out with very few checks for compatibility and interconnections. So if it propagates, it doesn't know. It's not going to know ahead of time. And even if you make the AI privy to the information of what happened as a result of its last update or hallucination, even though hindsight is 20/20, it still likely won't be able to recognize the same kind of scenario. But anyway, it took them about 5 hours to get things up and running for the sites that I go to, but this is actually one of those moments where I just take a moment to go through all of the tabs that I have open, the websites I frequent, and actually see and make a list of what runs on which host. And in this case, now I have updated the list of websites that run on from Cloudflare. And I think something happened with Azure earlier this year, and another thing happened with Amazon Web Services. every time one of these services go down, you basically get a list of websites that are actually run off these servers. And it makes you realize just how much of your browsing life is dependent on these hosting services. It is fascinating to analyze, but at the end of the day, once you just sit down and you need to go look something up, you realize all that you have seen is just... it's just depressing. So yeah, all it takes is one bad set of parameters for it to just propagate throughout your entire system in seconds, and then you're scrambling to fix things for hours. So the only saving grace about that, and the only reason I was able to take it so calmly, is that I was not doing anything important at that time. I wasn't trying to finish any forms, submit anything. But for those of you who are actually in the middle of a submission and it just crapped out on you, missing a deadline, my condolences. Alright. Thank you for listening to this rant. Oh, only 12 minutes. So we have 11 days estimated until Genshin Impact Luna 3 maintenance and 13 days until Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. And only 12 days remaining until Octopath Traveler 0. And we will be looking for optimized routes on the Octopath Traveler 0 prologue demo this weekend. Alrighty, let us now jump into Kirby Air Riders. So, with the patch installed, and now I am at version 21.0.0 in terms of Switch 2 firmware. The current patch is version 1.1.1. We've played 1.0.0 and 1.0.1 in the global test ride. So let's see how 1.1.1 serves us. Milestones. Launched Kirby Air Riders for the first time. Alright. I like this. The loading screen is still a black screen, but at least it has something moving on it. Actually showing you that, oh, your game's not frozen. Start your engine in lessons. Learn the basics through hands-on practice. Alright, let's go for the lessons. I mean, I've been playing Air Ride for years, but there are some improvements made in Air Riders.
Start!
Did it really slow down for this? Alright, normal speed.
Start!
Try turning without the guide.
Start!
Alright, next lesson. Another thing that I just found out is that Tales of Berseria is officially getting a remaster.
Start!
Which is it's kind of weird when you think about it, because Berseria is still playable on the PS5, but it has a PS4 version.
Start!
But I think the goal of these remasters is to expand the number of consoles that are actually playable on. So, Tales of Berseria was only released on the PlayStation 4. So I assume that the remaster is going to be released for PlayStation 5, Switch, or Switch 2. Hopefully it's not a game key card. Hopefully. And Xbox, if they survive. Steam as well. Now that they've gotten popular titles like Zillia, Graces, Symphonia, and Vesperia, they're starting to do some more modern titles. I doubt they'll do Tales of Arise anytime soon. Next will probably be Zestiria. And I just finished playing Zestiria this year, I believe. Now, hopefully, if my main problem with Tales of Zestiria and also Berseria is that stupid notification you get that it says it's blocking recording. Unfortunately, that's not something you can get rid of in the settings. So hopefully they do not have that if there is a remaster. If they do, that's just one more headache. So next ones I see them remastering are Zillia 2, Zestiria, and Tales of the Abyss. Those are the top 3 popular ones that have yet to be remastered. And somewhere between that, I feel like they'll do something with Legendia. Yes, I have played Tales of Legendia. Good game. But once those first 3 I mentioned are out and remastered, I feel like the direction that they'll go with in terms of remastering old Tales games, it will kind of go beyond just remastering and become kind of more of a reimagining in terms of bringing it from simple pixel art, which is good on its own, to a 3D art style, which will be quite apparent with things like Tales of Destiny, Tales of Fantasia. The original lineup of the Tales series. I got the drift.
Start! Start!
Try at normal speed.
Start!
Clean. Alright, so we got 7 more lessons.
Start!
Oh, and they even give me a wing star for this.
Start! 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 Start!
Alright.
Clear!
Just ignore that last bit where I crashed into the wall. Perfect landings.
Start! Start!
I'm not even doing anything. Okay.
Start!
There we go.
Clear!
Lesson 7. Inhale and capture.
Start!
The good thing is, it doesn't have to be B, you can also press A.
Start! Clear!
Quick spins.
Start!
Why give me a compact star for this?
Start! Start!
The boxes of City Trial.
Start! Clear!
Lesson 9. Special.
Start! Start! Clear!
Alright, what's lesson 10? Alright, rails.
Start! Start! Clear!
That was fast. Now you'll combine all the skills you learn. Try to reach the goal before your rival. Okay.
3, 2, 1, start! Sword! Sword!
Wow, Meta Knight's that far behind.
Excellent!
Alright. Let's just go over the city trial lessons. Get those out of the way.
Start! 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 Sword!
Red boxes also contain legendary parts. Okay.
Dragoon! Dragoon!
They actually include that.
Dragoon! Clear!
They don't even let you ride with Dragoon in this lesson.
Start!
Alright, we already went over the swapping of machines. And learned that firsthand during City Trial.
Battle Chariot.
You can also steal a weakened rival's machine.
Start. Wheelie Scooter. Wing Star. Excellent.
Can't steal a machine with high HP. Attack and weaken it before you swap. Machine parts. License card. Street name, first half. Safe driving. Safe and sound. Valedictorian. Oh wow, we actually have a lot of settings. Sakurai was serious when he said this was the whole game, and no thinly sliced DLC. Okay, so it looks like we missed version 1.1.0, but that's okay. The version 1.1.0 and 1.1.1 updates are now available. Version 1.1.0 added online play and made balance adjustments. Version 1.1.1 implemented communication stability fixes for online play. Several other miscellaneous gameplay fixes were also implemented. Please see the official Nintendo website for more details. If the version number in the bottom right corner of the title screen reads version 1.1.1, the updates have already been applied. Now this doesn't give any additional details, but I like how it says several other miscellaneous gameplay fixes. That is leagues better than this update improves system stability. I feel like that term has just been overused in the last 15 years or so. Everyone to the stadium. Days until start 6. Kirby Air Riders launch celebration event number 1. Gather at the same stadium contest in this fixed 8-player trial and aim for first place. You can earn points through the event period based on your performance and use those points to redeem rewards. And we have active times. So the global test ride wasn't just a test of how well the online play actually works, but also the time frames were a test of setting up actual events. Alright, nice touch. You can save and replay prior races. Daily air ride. Disable communication environments, prohibition of disruptive behavior, reporting disruptive behavior, penalties, opponents in online matches. Okay, there's actually some new stuff here. If a suitable number of opponents cannot be found in ranked match or quick match, players from either of those two modes may be matched with each other instead. If opponents still cannot be found through such a solution, a computer player CPU may join the match instead. If an opponent you are playing against is abruptly disconnected, that player may be replaced by a CPU mid-match to allow the match to continue uninterrupted. Alright, nice choice. Some might call that being seamlessly replaced by an imposter, but at least it doesn't just outright invalidate the match. Elements made public in online matches. The following elements will be displayed in front of other players during online matches. In-game nickname associated with the user's account. User's custom design in-game license. User's own customized vehicle referred to in-game as My Machine that has been set to public. Any figure player the user entered into the match, as well as the figure player's user assigned nickname. And the user's online play history. My Machine settings. Users' customized vehicles referred to in-game as My Machine will be displayed on the other player's screens in online mode. You can change your customized vehicle sharing settings globally through online during the Options tab in the main menu. Also, you can change the sharing settings for each machine individually from the My Machine list found in My Machine under the Extras tab in the main menu. Customized vehicles that have been set to private can't be used in online matches and will no longer appear in the following areas. City Trial Field, Paddock Parking Lot, Paddock Garage. Please do not display customized vehicles featuring inappropriate designs. Vehicles that violate the community guidelines may be reported. Replays. Any replay data that is recorded during online matches may include the following elements: in-game nickname associated with the user's account, user's customized vehicle referred to as My Machine, used during matches, any figure player the user has entered into the match, as well as the figure player's user assigned nickname. Replay data of online matches that you participated in may be uploaded by other users. Some replay data may be uploaded automatically. This applies to online and offline matches. Uploaded replay data may also be displayed on player screens if you select Connect and then enter a paddock. Disconnection due to server maintenance. You won't be able to start a new online match starting 30 minutes prior to any scheduled Nintendo server maintenance. To ensure the stability and security of your in-game data, please refrain from playing online matches before any scheduled maintenance begins. If you start an online match before maintenance begins, you must finish the match before the maintenance start time. Once maintenance begins, any in-progress matches will be forcibly concluded. Alright, so that hasn't changed. Last part. Parental control settings. If parental controls are being used to manage your game experience, you won't be able to use your customized vehicle, referred to as My Machine, during online play. You may also not be able to see decorative elements on other players' customized vehicles. Alright? This is your license. You'll use this to identify yourself among online players. Design your own customized license. Please ensure that your license design is suitable for all audiences. Your in-game license is a digital card that is displayed for other players when playing online. Whenever you play an online match, you and your opponent will automatically exchange and have access to each other's license information. You can check all of the license information you've received by entering the collection section of the main menu and then selecting Rivals. Class and Global Wind Power. Your class and Global Wind Power will both be displayed on your in-game license. Class is an indicator of player skill level, and it will rise and fall in accordance with match results. Global Wind Power is a value that increases in accordance with the number of times player wins in online matches. Since they both appear on your license, your class and Global Wind Power will be shown to players you engage with online. Complying with community guidelines. The community guidelines can be found on Nintendo's website and apply when creating an in-game license. If your license customized design is found to be in violation of the community guidelines, your license may be reverted to its default design, and penalties may be applied to your account. That's a fancy way of saying your license will be revoked. Reporting inappropriate expression. If you see a license that appears to be in violation of the community guidelines, you can report it from the same screen on which you view that license. Please do not misuse the reporting feature to submit false reports or inaccurate information. Alright, parental control settings. If communicating with others is turned off in your parental control settings, some in-game licenses may look different for you compared to other players. Sunset Orange. Alright, stick with this for now. Alright, limited time events. This is an online-only mode in which players race under special rules. You can earn rewards by meeting certain conditions during the event period. Rewards can only be received during the event period. Rules and rewards will vary depending on the event. The results of these events will not influence your class or global wind power. Daily Air Ride. This is an online-only mode which players race on air ride courses that change daily. The featured courses are updated daily at a fixed time. Featured courses may overlap with each other before or after the daily update time. Daily Air Ride results will influence global wind power, but not class. I only have access to 3 rides. That's okay. Alright, let's see if anyone is playing it this time. Alright. That was fast. We got one more slot to fill. Alright. First official race of Air Riders. Let's rock.
3, 2, 1, Final lap. Fighter.
Alright, at least I didn't come in last. It was close overall. About replays. Stored replay data. Replay data is saved automatically after you engage in a race that supports replays. Replay data will not be saved in certain races like swap relay and team relay. Replay data will not be saved if data contained in the replay is significantly large or the recording time is extremely long. The fact that it can record it all is amazing, considering that the Switch and the Switch 2 only have 30-second memories when it comes to saving clips. Replay data will not be saved if it includes the following: local, split screen, multiplayer gameplay, photo mode, pause menu opened during time attack. When the number of automatically saved replays grows too large, replays will be deleted automatically in chronological order to create available space, starting with the oldest saved replays. Understandable. At least it doesn't just keep saving indefinitely. But hopefully offloading those won't be a problem. Alright. The number and size of replays that can be saved may vary depending on the amount of free space in the system storage. And that's another thing. It doesn't explicitly say whether it saves these to system storage or your SD card. Automatically saved replays will not be deleted even if your save data is deleted. However, replays will be deleted if the Kirby Air Riders software is deleted from your system. What? So these videos, so these replay videos aren't counted as part of your album, essentially. It's separate from save data, but it's still tied to the game itself. So if you delete it, you just it deletes those with it. Lovely, lovely. All right. You can manually save any replay that you wish to retain without automatic deletion by entering the collections section of the main menu, then selecting replays. Automatically saved replay data may include the following elements: in-game nickname associated with the user's account. Yeah, we already went over this. Automatic uploads of replay data. Some replay data may be automatically uploaded when connected online. Now, it says replay data is saved automatically. And then it just goes into automatic uploads of replay data. Nowhere in here does it actually say where that replay data is uploaded. Alright, we got Susie already. Perform a perfect landing 5 times in a single race. Fall off a cliff 2 times in a single race. Alright, let's get another race in. Still getting into the groove of things. You know, considering how late in the day it is, it's a miracle that I was able to get one race at all. Alright, so it doesn't look like there's anything here for us right now. Played Air Ride for the first time. Competed online for the first time. You can now ride a Susie.
Air Ride.
Alright, so let's see what else is available in Air Ride. Alright, so we got race, time attack, free run, and online match. Gloria Fields. Wave Flow Waters and Mount Amber Falls are the ones we're familiar with, but we also have Airtopia Ruins, Crystalline Fissure, Steam Gust Forge, Cavernous Corners, Siberian Highway, I'm a little surprised that they didn't try to revamp some of the originals places.
Launch. 3, 2, 1, start! Needle! Needle! Fire! Final lap! Finish!
All right. And I actually passed over the goal. Wheelie scooter. Got first place in air ride for the first time. And you can now ride on Wheelie scooter.
Launch!
We'll see just how much we can unlock with single player.
3, 2, 1, start!
Win 2 times in a row. Oh, they did. They did revamp the old courses. Nostalgic course.
Launch. 3, 2, 1, start! Sword! Final lap! Needle! Finish!
Ah, I lost to DDD. Still, it's good that they have the old courses. Alright, I finished without missing a perfect landing, though. Next up, Airtopia Ruins. I don't know what I'm getting in my... I don't know what I'm getting myself into here.
Launch! 3, 2, 1, start!
Oh.
Jet!
Nice.
Final lap!
Doing good.
Finish.
Not gonna lie, part of the reason I was in first was because of Jet Kirby. The Chariot. All right, Crystalline Fisher.
Launch. 3, 2, 1, start.
Oh, well. Okay.
Jet. Final lap. Flash.
Wait. What is this? Flash?
Flash.
Yes. Oh. Okay, so that can happen.
Drill. Finish.
All right, I think it's nice to see a new Kirby ability. Got the Paper Star. And another nostalgic course, Frozen Hillside. And we've unlocked Lo 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 and La La La.
Needle. Fire. Final lap. Sword.
Yes!
Finish.
There's something satisfying about that sound. Alright, next up is Steam Gust Forge.
Launch. 3, 2, 1, start. Needle.
Oh, wow. This is very convoluted. But somehow I'm still doing good.
Final lap.
Whoa!
Needle.
Uh-oh. Wait, this is a thing? Okay. I'll take it.
Finish.
Alternative music. Air Ride. Steam Gust Forge. Alt. And a new nostalgic course. Magma Flows.
Launch. 3, 2, 1, start! Final lap! Plasma! Sword!
Alright.
Finish!
Alright. No pieces on the board this time around. Let's go to Cavernous Corner.
Launch! 3, 2, 1, start! Fighter!
Ah, boulders. Oh.
Final lap. Drill.
All right, still in first.
Finish.
I was just using those geysers to my advantage. One geyser to jump them all. Cavernous Corners, street name, first half. Matches played now, total 10. Now comes the last one we haven't played yet, the Siberian Highway.
Launch. 3, 2, 1, start.
Oh wow, that actually confused me. I thought I could just cut right over, but no, no. That would be too easy.
Plasma. Final lap. Plasma. Finish.
These are some good tracks. Sir Kibble's Cutter. Alright, now Mount Amber Falls. Once we do this one, we'll have finished each course at least once.
Launch. 3, 2, 1, start! Final lap! Fire! Finish!
Finish a lap without crashing into walls 5 times. Just a picture of Kirby. Wait, what? No. Did they put the UFO copy ability in here? So we got Drill Kirby, a new Flash Kirby, and the almighty UFO Kirby that has been missing from Kirby games for years. Alright, let's see if we can actually do some city trial.
City trial.
I'm glad they kept the free run option. Okay, so this is something I've been wanting to check. Game tempo versus format. Oh, you can actually do teams. Number of riders can go all the way down to 2. Selecting 6 minutes or longer may limit your ability to save replays. Well, that's not a problem for me. So it's still, the maximum is still only 7 minutes for City Trial. The same was true of the original Kirby Air Ride. Stadium Vote, you can actually turn that on and off. Active stadiums exclude specific stadium contests from occurring. Field change. City details will vary each time you play. Interesting. Alright. I'm not gonna make it. Yeah. Yo, someone just tried to blow me up. Oh. Hello. I'm going to get that Hydra piece. Wait, what? Oh, right, the Gordos. I don't think I'm safe up here. Wait, am I? Nope. I am not.
Four, three, two, one. Time. Stadium. Three, two, one, go!
Come on, keep going, keep going. Alright, let's go above 360.
New record.
364. Alright, how many tiles did we unlock? And we unlocked Cappy. Clear without getting any power down items. Nice. Played City Trial for the first time. Got first place in the City Trial for the first time. You can now ride as Cappy. Alright, this will be the last run of the night. I know we're just under 2 hours right now, but I do want to play this tomorrow when I'm feeling fresh, and I've just been up late dealing with Time Stranger for the last 3 days. We're going for the Wing Star.
3, 2, 1, start! Winged Star. Plasma.
Oh, the formation. Boxes raining down from above. Wait, what? Alright, I survived.
Five, four, three, two, one. Time. Stadium.
Target light.
3, 2, 1, go!
Ah! Oh well. I lost by 10 points. That's fine. All right. That is it for today. I am certainly looking forward to playing more Kirby Air Riders. Thank you so much to everyone who came to watch this initial stream and those who come to watch the playback later. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll be notified of the next Kirby Air Riders stream, because there will be more. I'm looking forward to seeing just what is behind all of those tiles. So, this week I will be streaming Kirby Air Riders, the next mission in Zenless Zone Zero because we're behind on that, and also hopefully we'll be getting into Tales of Xillia Remastered. So, if any of these games interest you, stay tuned for more. Once again, thank you for watching and I will see you next time.